yes. Now Pokemon Go.
All right, so just how good is Pokemon Go doing in the mobile game market? On July 10th, it accounted for more in-app buys than the entirety of the rest of the mobile gaming market. On the same day, it accounted for 47% of total revenue in the mobile gaming market.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
It really is a juggernaut, and it's not only because it's so popular and so many people are playing it, but the way that they've structured in-app purchases to make it like you kind of need them.
You have to.
At a point.
If you want to be effective and efficient,
yeah.
People
It's
who
like
walk around
unless-
hatch 3 eggs at a time, what are you doing with your life? Seriously?
9 eggs at a time or GTFO.
That's right.
Yeah, that's actually
I
that's
don't buy
fair.
those.
No, I do.
I do.
Nika.
How do you
Nika,
not?
you fool.
No wonder you only have 12
fool.
Pokemon.
Yeah, how many 10K eggs have you ever seen?
I've never seen a
Then
10K.
don't complain about it if you're not clearing out your fucking egg inventory.
I've hatched 13 10K
I usually hatch 2 or 3 at a time.
Have you seen?
Yeah, but that's not 9.
Robbie, have you seen a Kabuto in there at all?
Not yet.
Oh, that is heartbreaking.
I've gotten a few repeats, though. I've gotten Jinx twice. I've gotten...
Oh, gross.
I know, Jinx,
Oh.
come on.
Right?
That sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. All right.
So from the desk of news, I can't believe I'm reporting Poke Dates has launched. The dating service.
Cool idea, though.
Robbie!
You know what? It does not work.
Just listen.
The dating service allows you to find and coordinate a Pokemon Go date with other users in the area. You answer a few questions for matchmaking purposes, and when you meet someone you like, you can coordinate your schedules and choose a gym or Pokestop to meet up at. Perhaps the most shocking thing about this service, though, is the price point, which sits at $20 per date.
That's insane.
Do you know any women who hate themselves enough to actually date me?
I sat here thinking about how ridiculous this was until I realized that for like 2 weeks now, every single time my girlfriend and I have hung out, all we do is go on Poke Walks. That's all we do.
Well, look, I have it downloaded, okay? And you match just like
You
on
do.
Tinder.
Oh, my God.
What? For research purposes.
Yeah. Hey, you and your hot or
And
not
I just
out.
swipe everybody to the right,
Yeah.
right? And then if I match with somebody that is ugly, I'll just unmatch them. But the point is, since I've gotten it, which has been for like 2 weeks, I haven't matched with a single person yet. And there's only like 1 or 2 a day
honey,
that
I'm
pop up,
sorry.
and then it's like, sorry, we're still growing. Check back later.
Because no one's using it. Because everyone looks at that and goes, no.
Yeah, why? First of all, $20 price point. $20 price point. That's insane. Second of all, why bother? Because if you just go to where Pokestops are, like there are people to meet there.
Melky Thera points out $20 is like a lot of Poke coins.
It really is.
Like
That's how much I would probably spend on the date. If I'm paying that much just to meet you, guess what? We're going somewhere
But
cheap.
the date would be free.
Yeah, the dates you go around and play Pokemon Go.
Because you're just playing Pokemon.
But then you have to get something to eat.
Okay, for
Well,
starters, just so
okay.
everyone knows, if you're gonna date me, you're definitely gonna buy me some fucking Poke coins so I can get a whole bunch of incubators. Okay, step 1, bro.
Because, and that's only if you want to get some eggs fertilized.
Look, it really helps living in Safari Zone because it's like I can go, hey, I've got a Growlithe spawn like that will hit.
Officer, he told me he had a Dratini nest.
Oh my God.
I've had more people over to my apartment like in the last 4 weeks than I have the entire time that I've lived here. So yeah,
I'm so jelly.
Still hasn't gotten laid.
I'd like to see this commercial.
that is
if they made it
not true.
commercial,
It's highly suspect.
right?
This is ridiculous. Michigan lawmakers have sent a letter to Niantic inquiring about concerns on how much data Pokemon Go uses, claiming many users are churning through their entire month's data in a week or so. So this is what it takes to get Michigan lawmakers up in arms about something. Never mind poisonous water.
First of all, yeah, right. Okay, that's a good point. Second of all, I don't feel like it uses that much data.
I have not had any problems with the data use.
No.
I was gonna
It
say,
doesn't. But you have to, like, I don't know. I was saying that it doesn't. It uses about as much as, like, if you're an avid Facebook user, it uses about the same amount of data. However, CERN and I share a data plan, and ever since I got CERN to download it, we did hit our data cap.
Do you guys
So-
use Wi-Fi when you can?
Yeah, that was part of it. Is that I always turn off my Wi-Fi when I leave because, like, when I'm in that weird limbo when I leave my apartment, it tries to connect, and then I forgot to turn it back on a few times. And like sometimes I leave it on when I'm in like dead stop traffic to try to count those few steps for my eggs and stuff. And so I really shouldn't do that because that uses up data when it's on nonstop. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few things I can do to cut back on it, but if you're not thinking about it, you can hit your cap.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I just got a warning today that I'm close to my cap, and I still have like another 15 days to go, so like halfway through the month. But I've also not been using Wi-Fi like at all.
See, but the thing is, I sort of feel like there's like a secondary effect because, people are walking away. First of all, they're walking away from Wi-Fi,
right.
Where they normally have Wi-Fi in their home. And it's generally, you're not just using Pokemon Go unless you're trying to conserve battery. I'll listen to music while I'm walking around too.
Yep.
And it's those types of things, like the streaming apps that I wouldn't use necessarily sitting around at my home, but because I'm out, Pokemon hunting.
I mean, even if you just have Facebook notifications on,
Yeah.
it's constantly refreshing your Facebook to get the notifications and that kind of stuff.
Right, absolutely.
What's amazing to me is how many businesses are making use of this, to get people in there. There's a bar near my house that says it's got one of the signs on the outside of it that says, free Wi-Fi inside. Pikachu spotted here 7/23/16.
I actually saw another sign on Facebook that was like 10% off if you catch any Pokemon in our store, 20% off if you catch these specific Pokemon in our store.
Oh, wow, that's really
cool.
That's really cool. I feel like that's someone who plays, who's like, I really want to know if this is up, and I don't want to have to look at my phone that often. So you get 20% off if I need one more Oddish.
It was like a Staryu, Execute, Snorlax, and something else.
Oh, that's funny. That is so funny. Yeah, no, businesses are using this to their advantage hugely.
Maybe politicians could use this to get Pokemon Go to the polls.
Somebody hit him. Seriously, no.
That was the stupidest thing he's ever said.
Somebody hit him.
That was appropriate. Bounced a Pikachu off of his head. Ugh. Gross. Ugh. Anyway.
Gag. All right. Yeah. Reddit user FTB Hodor has become the first to complete the North American Pokedex, amassing 142 of the original 151. He caught over 4,000 Pokemon and hatched 303 eggs on his way, and now only lacks Mew, Mewtwo, Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno, Ditto, Farfetch, Kangaskhan, and Mr. Mime.
Chris, would you like to take this one?
I just can't even care anymore because I've heard this.
Okay, I'm going to care. I'm going to then.
Thank you.
Fuck that guy.
Yes.
Fuck that guy. You are not a Pokemon master.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Mr. Mime, okay? We don't expect you to and fly over the ocean, but you can hatch them out of 5K eggs. So you better get on your bike.
10K.
You better go to some Pokestops. And you better ride up and down the road because I do not acknowledge you.
Oh,
I'm actually surprised that he's hatched so many eggs and never got any of those.
Are
they only from 10K?
No, fives.
They're from fives?
They're from fives.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
Well, you know what? Those are the most common, so that's good.
Yeah, I get 5Ks all the time.
43 Pokemon that can come out of a 5K egg, so you have like a 3.2% chance of getting the one you want.
Yeah.
How heartbreaking it would be to hatch a Tauros. You'd be like, no.
2 of them.
Oh
wow. Damn.
Well, I guess you know then.
I don't know if you guys saw what I did. What I posted the other day is we decided to just randomly go down to the shopping center, and there was a Tauros, and we like searched it out, and I was like, yeah, I caught my first Tauros, and then within the next 20 minutes of just walking around the shopping center, we caught 2 more Tauros.
Yeah.
In that shopping center.
Not all that.
Nuts.
I yesterday at my house, I was hitting double spawns like half my day,
and they were all in different spawn points.
Yeah,
so it was like, holy moly.
I had a Squirtle spawn back to back on me. I had a Charmander.
I got 2 or 3 Squirtles.
Charmander spawn back to back on me, and what was the other? I had a Ghastly spawn back to back.
We had Ghastlies.
Nice.
The only thing I don't really see much, I don't see Charmanders. I've seen Bulbasaurs and Squirtles all over. No Charmanders.
Never seen the Charmander.
We had a moment the other night. I was driving by my old elementary school, and my phone vibrated, so I pulled over and checked it, and there was 4 Squirtles on the screen popped up.
Damn.
You can go fuck yourself.
Yep. Caught all 4 of them.
No,
Damn.
I'm like super salty about this war turtle that got away from me though. I found a war turtle. It was like 600 something CP. I was so excited to like skip the middleman and just evolve the war turtle. And then I ran out of Pokeballs. I clicked on the shop. It errored out. I had to reboot the app. War turtle was still there. I'm like, yes. I click on the shop, buy the balls. War turtle's gone.
Oh.
I am 35 Charmander candies into my Charmeleon. I'm
Nice.
a quarter done with my Charizard.
Are those from eggs or from finding him?
That is from finding him. I've never hatched a Charmander. I've hatched a Bulbasaur and a Pikachu in terms of starters. I've never hatched a Charmander. So, Yeah, those have just been catches. And most of my catches are around here. So, to compare to the guy who finished off the North American Pokédex, I'm at 130. I'm sitting at 130, and that's just what I catch mostly around my house.
No, you're sitting in a fucking safari zone.
I am. This is Safari Zone.
Okay, if I remember correctly in the article, though, this guy, I'm pretty sure that he was, you know that video that went around of all the people chasing after the Vaporeon?
Yes.
There's apparently, just outside Central Park, there's this one block that has like 5 Pokestops, all within very close proximity to each other.
And
are always lured.
Yep.
I think this guy is from there, and he basically just spent like...
He said how
works
many
across the street from
miles
it.
he walked and stuff, though. Like,
Yeah.
he did a lot.
Yeah,
too.
well, okay, all you have to do is go around the block.
Well, but
It's not like you
if
actually have
he
to-
lives...
Yeah, that's true.
He lives in New York City.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if we do know that the way that Pokemon are spawned are based on cell data usage. You can see a lot of these data maps in Ingress, and so knowing that. Of course, New York City, everywhere you go is going to be a hotspot. Like,
that makes sense, because I was wondering why like apartment complexes always had like 3 or 4 that would pop in there,
Yeah.
and then like a random ass shopping center with like a TJ Maxx and 7-Eleven or whatever had like 20 Pokemon.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, everyone's shopping. That makes sense.
If you
I didn't even realize
if
that.
you load up Ingress, there are like data orbs that you can absorb by walking around, and those are the same data points that they've used for spawn points. And we know from sites like Pokevision that there is a rotation to each one of the spawns. There's a logic, like if you live against landmarks or next to a park, it'll start spawning specific stuff. And then we also know that once something is up, it's up in that spot for 15 minutes. There's actually, I think there's 11-minute timers and then 8-minute timers.
Yeah, some of the rare ones are smaller, I think.
Right.
Check out this Poke nerd.
I mean, like, I've spent a lot of time with it. I've spent a lot of time doing research.
Poke Nate.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you about the world of Pokemon.
Nate's the
Are
new
you a
Poke
boy
professor.
or are you a girl?
Hey, I'm so close to being Professor Aniro. Get the fuck out of here. All right. So, is there any more news?
Just one bit left.
Okay.
It has been confirmed that the Eevee name trick works, which allows players to force their Eevee into the proper evolution by naming them either Pyro, Sparky, or Rainer. But more exciting is that Niantic has also announced there are tricks we have yet to discover, which has just triggered off a flurry of theories.
Yes.
And some of them are really cool.
Have you guys read about the Ditto theories, like the people looking for Ditto?
Yeah.
People are ridiculous, like
That you have to like catch one and it will turn into Ditto or something like.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Ones
There's
like the weight.
all kinds of shit.
I was reading one that like no one apparently has. I don't know if it's been tested yet, but you have to make a new trainer named Duplica, which was the girl's name in the show.
Oh, I remember.
And start off with Pikachu as your starter, and it will be a Ditto.
But has anyone actually? I feel like that's easy enough to try.
Unconfirmed. I don't know. I haven't confirmed it.
No one's found one yet. I mean, I know that they've went around trying to name everything Ditto.
Yep.
Trying to fight certain things with certain names in gyms, looking at the Pokemon as they're catching to see if they have like the Ditto eyes.
Yep.
Jeez.
Evolving
But I
them in
think
certain ways.
Technically, though, they're the only. Like, I was actually talking with my sister about this, and I thought that every Ditto had Ditto eyes, but apparently it was just her Ditto because her Ditto sucked.
Yeah, 'cause her
and
Ditto's
it
bad,
created
yeah.
the Ditto eyes. So every Ditto, most Dittos create perfect copies. So, I mean, there's so many theories about the original Ditto from the Pokemon anime and stuff, that Ditto is like a failed clone of Mew, and that's
Yep.
why it can learn all these different moves. So I wonder if that's why it's still considered like legendary, because it could have any moves and you can't find it yet, and it might not actually be in the game yet.
Maybe you have to get the other 150 before you can get Ditto.
Someone was showing me on the item menu, like basically when you hit the Pokeball and bring up that menu, if you hold it or something, each one of the Pokemon shop items, it glows a different color.
Yeah, you get the pester balls.
I can't get it to do that, really.
Mine doesn't.
Glows a different color?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I don't know. He showed it to me the other day, and I was like, I can't get I haven't been able to duplicate it, but there's been theories that something with that may spawn a Ditto. I love the fact that there's Easter eggs and stuff that we don't know. That's always fun. So.
All right, and last but not least, if I can get back up there.